A chance of further storms across Sydney on Friday evening could provide brief respite on what is shaping up to be a sticky day, after a muggy night interspersed with some impressive lightning strikes. Weather meteorologist Brett Dutschke said the chance of storms later in the day is spread reasonably evenly across Sydney. The best chance is in the afternoon to early evening, and it's unlikely to be a lot of thunderstorms. It's safe they'd be quite brief. If they do hit, the storms could last for about 1 to 2 hours, and may affect the western suburbs as early as mid-afternoon. For the city and eastern suburbs, storms could herald the end of the working week, starting up from late afternoon to early evening as commuters leave work. Thunderstorms are not a huge risk, but they are a chance, Mr. Dutschke said. Regardless of storms, some suburbs could stay dry altogether. The Blue Mountains, South Illawarra, and Southern Tablelands regions are the most likely to see storm clouds gather later in the day. But storms could be a welcome interruption to what Mr. Dutschke said is shaping up to be a humid day in Sydney. It's going to be a breezy start to the day near the coast, with the southerlies pretty strong. They've reached about 60 km an hour at the airport, and on the most exposed part of the Royal National Park they've reached about 80 km an hour. As these southerlies ease, the humidity is set to rise, and Mr. Dutschke said it's going to be a bit sticky across Sydney. Friday's forecast is certainly an improvement on Thursday's scorching heat, with the city expected to reach a maximum of 26 degrees, while the western suburbs should see a maximum of 30 degrees. On Thursday the mercury settled at around 35 degrees in the city and shot into the 40s in the west, ahead of a humid and stormy night. Thursday night storms were generally a North Shore event, where as much as 5 to 10 millimeters of rain fell. When the storms did pass, they did pull the region to the low 20s for about an hour. Meanwhile, some parts of the western suburbs were still in the high 30s at about 7:30 p.m. Weather is owned by Fairfax Media, publisher of this website.